Join me as I take on the challenge of spreading love and kindness to everyone I meet today, inspired by the teachings of Jesus. Love is at the very heart of Jesus Christ's teachings. He showed us that love isn't just a feeling, but a choice and an action that can change lives. In fact, Jesus taught that the greatest commandment is to love God with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. And the second is like it, to love our neighbors as ourselves. We all know it's not easy to show love to everyone, especially when it feels like the world is divided and it's easy to get caught up in misunderstandings. Sometimes it seems like everyone has a different opinion and it's hard to know how to bridge those gaps. But that's exactly when we need to choose love. It's easy to love those who are easy to get along with, but Jesus calls us to something deeper. He wants us to love those who might be difficult to love, those who might even be considered our enemies. This kind of love requires a lot of heart and humility, but it's exactly what the world needs more of. The world needs love that looks like something tangible, something that can be seen and felt. When we choose to love like Jesus did, we become beacons of hope in a world that often seems dark and divided. One of the most powerful stories Jesus told about love is the parable of the Good Samaritan. This story is about a man who was beaten and left by the side of the road. Several people saw him, but they just kept walking. Then, a Samaritan, someone who was looked down on by the society of that time, saw the man and chose to stop and help him. The Samaritan didn't just feel sorry for the man. He took action. He used his own resources to care for the man, showing us that love is about putting others first. Jesus used this story to teach us that anyone can be our neighbor, and we're called to show love to everyone we meet. The commandment to love one another is something Jesus repeated often. He said, "By this everyone will know that you are my disciples, if you love one another." This shows us that love isn't just a nice feeling. It's a way to show the world that we're followers of Jesus. There's a story of a woman who felt lost and alone until she met someone who showed her love and kindness. This person didn't just talk to her. They listened and took the time to understand her. They showed her that she was valued and cared for, and it completely changed her life. Their actions reminded her that love can come in many forms, and that every small act of kindness counts. When we choose to love others like Jesus did, we become part of a bigger story of love and redemption. As we think about Jesus' teachings on love, it's clear that it's not always easy, but it's definitely worth it. When we choose to love like Jesus, we become agents of change in a world that often needs it. So what are some ways we can show love to those around us? It could be as simple as listening to someone who needs to be heard or helping a friend in need. These small acts can add up and make a big difference. In a world that often seems divided, let's choose to be people who spread love and kindness. Let's remember that love is a choice and an action that can change lives. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to hear from you. How do you think we can show love to others in our daily lives? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you're interested in exploring more about Jesus' teachings and how they can impact your life, check out our next video where we dive deeper into his wisdom.